Internet. This video is part of the Jeep project playlist on Scott's Garage, where I've been doing a complete frame-off restoration of my 1946 Willys CJ2A. Now, this video is on the wiring playlist in that subcategory, and this is part 3. And in this video, I will be hooking up the distributor and the coil wire, as well as the generator voltage regulator harness. Keep watching. Now, I've already hooked up the right side harness, and part of that harness is sticking out here. Part of it goes to the starter switch, and then there's a black with 2 white stripe that goes to the coil on the positive side. And then this will be going to the voltage regulator right here on the battery side. But the first thing I'm going to do is attach the negative side of the coil. And it's this wire right here. It comes as an independent wire, so black with 2 white stripes. And that'll go to the distributor on the side, right over here. So it's a very short run. Again, this is a 14 gauge black with 2 white tracer. A little lock washer there. I'll wait to tighten it just to see how this spins around. Probably hard to see on the camera angle here, but on the firewall side of the distributor, there is a terminal end, and that's where this goes. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with that. And tighten it here. And I think it is a 3/8. Cap just popped off the distributor. I think I'll take it off just to give me more room here. Snug, but not too tight. And actually on the distributor side, it's not a 3/8, so it must be 5/16. I don't know, so that doesn't fit. Let's do needle nose here. Okay, that seems nice and snug. Put the cap back on. Okay, the next thing is the generator voltage regulator harness, which is right here. So there are 3 wires. There's a green with 2 black stripes. There's a black with 2 white stripes and a red with 3 white stripes. Now, here's the voltage regulator. It's a brand new regulator. I used the old cover on it. And eventually I'll be taking this off in a future video, and I will be calibrating it to an 8-volt battery. This will run as a 6-volt system. I'm confident that I could replace this with a 6-volt, but I have an 8-volt battery for now. It'll make the lights a little bit brighter. But anyway, I have to still calibrate the voltage regulator. And these are the wire clips that come with the voltage regulator. And to begin with, I'm actually going to use this wire, which is the red with 3 stripes. And this goes to the battery terminal on the voltage regulator. So there's battery, and then there's F, and I think the F stands for field terminal, and then ARM stands for arm terminal. So this wire that's part of the right side harness that comes back through the firewall that has the asphalt harness or shield on it, it's going to go right here. So basically going to how this goes is just like this. Turn it that way so you can see. I'm going to grab my screwdriver. Obviously, you don't have the fender on yet. The voltage regulator mounts to the fender and has to be a good ground to the body ground. And I'm going to hook up a temporary ground. I'll be actually starting the engine without the fenders on. Okay. So that is in place. Now I'll go to that other harness, which is this one. And now one side goes to the generator, the other side goes to the voltage regulator. And if you look, they look very similar with one exception. And excuse me, they look very similar with one exception. And that is that the red with the three white stripes has a larger terminal on this end than the other two. And then there's basically 4 smaller terminal ends and then one larger one. And this larger one on the generator right here, there's a large terminal and there's a small terminal. So that corresponds with the large terminal right there. So it's the smaller ones here that go on the voltage regulator. And we're going to hook up the field terminal, which is the green wire with 2 black tracer. So that's the center one here. Again, it says field, and that is the field terminal. So I'll do the same thing here. So I'm going to position the cap of that like so. Good tight fit. And then the third wire is the arm terminal, and that's the red with 3 white tracer. That's going to go right here. And the last one is going to be a ground, which I'm putting right here. And again, the black with 2 white tracer is the ground. And that ground's going to go right here. So this will hit the fender, and there's an insulator between here and here, but that screw goes into the bottom metal, which again is grounded. There we go. Now I'm going to position the camera a little bit better, and we'll hook this up to the generator, these 3 leads. Okay, that's a clearer shot for you. So here's the larger terminal, here's the smaller terminal. So the smaller terminal is the green with 2 black tracer. So that is this one. And so I'm going to take that out. Little lock washer there, pull that off carefully. So there's the green, lock washer. Nut, I'll wait to tighten the nuts, just hand tight for now. Okay, and then the black with 2 white tracer is the ground. It goes right there. I need to grab my screwdriver. There it is. This one I will tighten. Okay. And that leaves the larger lead going on the larger terminal. This nut, by the way, is 1/2 inch. Pretty good size for a lead like this. Okay, now I'll tighten it up. I have a really old 1/2 inch wrench here. Maybe it's the same age as the Jeep, I don't know, but it'll work just fine. So my dad died recently, about 3 weeks ago. Real sad, you know, just the grieving process and that. But I'm using many of his tools. This is one of them. And I know that he would want me to finish the Jeep project. So I do this with joy and in great memory of my dad. And I would not have had the Jeep project if it weren't for him. He drove Jeeps in the military and always wanted a Jeep. Never had one. And bought this one. Great thing is that he bought it from his best friend who bought the Jeep new back in 1946. Doesn't get any better than that. So when Dad bought it, he put me on the title because he knew that I love working on vehicles like he did. And so he and I, second owners of this Jeep. kind of a slow way to tighten the nut, but don't want to strip anything. Okay, both are tight, everything's tight. Okay, there's just one last thing to do. This is a size 10, 24 by ½ inch, so 24 thread count, ½ inch, and that's the proper size screw. And this harness here, this asphalt harness, has a clip on it. Just want to get it in the right position here. All right, there we go. So the coil distributor wire and then the generator voltage regulator harness. The next video, I hope to start the Jeep. Hasn't been run in over a year. So I'll be adding fluids and everything else and checking gauges, and hopefully this thing will fire up. If you have any value at all from this video, please give me a like. It costs you nothing, but it's a great value to me. And as usual, have a great day.